congratulations on Scooby-Doo and Batman.
Thank you.
Now, this is the third time they've made a film. What was it like helming this iconic character development roles?
Well, I mean, Scooby-Doo meets Batman was probably the second or third Batman thing I ever saw as a kid. There was the Filmation Bat series, there was the Adam West live action show, and then Batman meets Scooby-Doo, and then Super Friends. So the fact that I actually got to do another one is just a mind-blowing experience. I mean, I'm just blessed to be able to do it.
I know you're living the dream.
Yeah, well, I did a little work to get here, but yeah, I've been really lucky with the things I've been able to do for Warner's.
Now, I'm really fascinated by this new film because you guys have brought on some new villains and then some favorites. Which was the one that you said we need to have it in this film?
Well, the thing about this is getting to revisit Brave and the Bold again, and we just wanted a cameo fest of villains. So I can't say there's any one villain. But as anyone who watched Brave and the Bold knows, there's no villain too obscure to put in Brave and the Bold. So, the only thing I wish is we could have got more Scooby villains in it, but it was a little villain heavy. So I guess Joker's always a great go-to, and Jeff Bennett voices him so well that I'd say Joker, just to be typical.
It looks like such fun, and I love the Joker's car. How was that designing that from the animated series? Because it doesn't look like I remember from the cartoon, because I was watching the cartoon. It looks a little bit different.
Well, no, that Joker mobile is actually from the 50s. It's an exact replica of the one that was in the comic books at the time. So, I mean, everything I could lift from the comic books, 50s or 60s or some of the 70s, I would use. So that's literally the Joker's car from the comic books.
It looks like such fun and such humor, and I love that it's really, truly family friendly. How was it crossing that line so that it would appeal to adults as well as children?
Well, this is a weird year in that I did this movie, which is, I guess, PG, but very kid friendly. And then I did an R-rated Suicide Squad movie. So my career runs the gamut. I contain multitudes. I can do it all. So it's kind of weird. It's like being in an elevator at the top floor and then dropping to the basement. It's a big pressure change. But oh, thank you.
She knows you so well.
It's great to be able to do different types of projects for different audiences, because I think I can tap into both, so I like doing those things.
I know I've asked this before, and I'll ask it again. I am a huge fan of Batman Beyond. I've heard rumors that they're going to be making a movie. Is that just rumors or my dreams?
I will say it's come up several times, more than a few, and it almost happens. Either, it's a DTV or some other version of and then for whatever reason it goes away. So I have a feeling that the next time it comes up it's going to happen. As of now, there's nothing planned, at least not with me. So, but I'd love to see it come back too.
Me too, because CW is really going superhero crazy. I'm so excited about Black Lightning.
Yeah, me too. And I just worked with Chris on another project that hasn't really been announced, but he's gung-ho. He's great. He's going to really embrace the franchise, and I know he's going to do great on that show.
Now, have you ever thought of doing an animated short series for the CWC? Because they had a new animated series that I just binged through that I love, and I thought there's so many that you could do that would be such fun.
Well, actually, I mean, I kicked that whole thing off because I did Vixen.
I love Vixen.
I did the first season of Vixen. I didn't do the second because I was too busy, but the very first one I produced in the middle of all the other stuff, and it did well, and they're keeping it going, which I'm really happy about. I'm really glad to be involved with Vixen because she's one of my favorite heroes. I was part of bringing her into Justice League Unlimited. And so it's nice to see her get a lot of love in live action and in animation. So I can't wait to use her again for one of my projects.
Maybe a standalone Vixen movie.
Hey, you know, could happen. It could happen.
Thank you so much for talking with me. I'm looking forward to seeing Scooby-Doo and Batman the Brave and the Bold, which will be out on DVD and digital on the 9th for those who are not here.
Enjoy. It's great fun for the whole family.
And I look forward to your next projects.
All right. Well, I'll be seeing you then. All right.
Thank you.